everyone. I want to speak, and not just speak, but I want to demonstrate something, a very great art on behalf of Nunchucks. I think I've spoken. Anyone who has been listening, and I wasn't so bored. I mean, they weren't so bored, not me. They weren't so bored of my wording. Maybe they listen on some things I've said about nunchucks. Yeah, it's not exactly a dojo. It's my kitchen, and you see wirings and stuff like that because there's still little construction that's being done in my house. But I want to demonstrate a few things about nunchucks. One of my favorite tools. Well, the thing about nunchucks, what it teaches is specific and rhythm. You see? There's a rhythm in nunchucks. This also teaches about positions and certain coordination and specific positions that teaches your body how to move with such grace, such flexibility and agility. That's the beauty about nunchucks. Think about the rhythm. Think about a vast energy system. Think about like this field of energy. Now that's what the chains kind of represent. Kind of like this field of energy between two specific structures and materials. And as those energies move, as it fluxes and moves with those fields, within those structures together, as they move together like a dance. Now, that's one thing nunchucks do represent, how we move, how we can go in rhythm, the many positions we can put our body, and how we bring that all into one. And that's the beautiful thing about nunchucks. Think about the rhythm, managing and organizing and balancing this rhythm to go together, and knowing how to balance those sensitive areas. You know, when it comes to nunchucks, okay, it's all about balancing them together, making them flow together, being shapeless, being formless, going with the tides. And it's not about show. Let's say I was doing some moves with the nunchucks. It's not about show. Let's say it looks that way, and it's not really about show, about appearance, how it looks. It's about this balance and learning these movements. I'll demonstrate it. Think about that. I mean, like this, but it's not so much about the show of it, the look of it. It's about how you balance them together. And what I love about nunchucks, it's not about being perfect. In all, Budo is not about being perfect. What I love about nunchucks is if you mess up, let's say let's say for instance you fail to you catch the nunchuck, you want to catch the nunchuck but you fail. You throw but you miss or something. Let's say you miss or it ricochets right here. The beauty about this is you bring it back. You could use the errors to create more harmony and balance. Watch, I'll demonstrate it, everyone. Watch. Now, for those that didn't notice, I actually messed up a few times. I missed it. I missed it, but I caught it back. That's the thing about nunchucks. They're so dynamic that you could catch, you could miss what you're doing, or it could go somewhere else and you could lose balance, but you could bring it back by moving with it. The beautiful thing about Budo is that it's all about flowing with it. If you fall, you let yourself fall. You try to move with it so you regain balance again. You fall, you move with it. Do not resist. Do not create this more conflict. You gotta know how to flow with it. And that's the beauty in Budo. The beauty about the beauty in these arts is it's so dynamic that it doesn't really matter if you if you miss catching it, or you're supposed to go over here but it falls over here. You lose this, you bring it back here. But one thing that's important is softness. Not to bruise yourself, but softness. Watch this. Gentle. I kind of bruise myself right here, and this is not very much balance. This is kind of the mess up. It sometimes happens, it's unavoidable. Conflicts, you don't go in rhythm as you should, and you get hurt. But you know what? No one's perfect. And I never tried to be perfect. I just give it my all. What else can I do? See right there, I missed it. I missed it, but I still... Now, watch this. This teaches a nice rhythm there. Learn the rhythm of life, learn the fields, learn how those energies move together, and learn the structure within those fields. Learn how to flex, learn how to move, learn how to... These nunchucks really teach you how to move your body, how to flex. I use the word flex a lot. Maybe coordination and position is a more accurate word, but learn the reflexes, learn the positioning, learn how you move, learn the balance, learn to be shapeless. In metaphor, of course, it's more of a philosophical, spiritual understanding of shapeless, but it's like being shapeless, like the nunchucks. How you move, like you move your body, learn how to move. Okay, I'm gonna demonstrate something. I could speak about this. I could speak about how to see in the dark. I could speak about what it is to speak in the dark. But what is that? I think I have to show you. I have a special ability, a natural way of being. And a lot of people, a lot of individuals who practice Budo, they know this, they practice it. But me, I'm a natural. I've been doing it all my life. I do it's part of my life, whatever I do. Now, I'm very nocturnal. Now, what exactly does this mean, nocturnal? Being very much of the night. It brings me much energy, much life, and I know how to move with it. And I also know how to see. I have the ability, I can see in the dark. I could tell you all, I could go on about this, and I could go on about principles that are involved of what it means to see in the dark. What exactly is that? How exactly do I really speak about this? How do I gotta show you. I am going to demonstrate of much of my training, and this is actually my way of being. I'm just naturally. I'm very nocturnal. I have certain variations of certain blood in me, genetics, which has to do with Mexican, Asian, Native American. I think my skin could be very pale, but that's because one reason is because I don't go, it's not that I don't go outside very often, I just don't go out in the daytime very often. I'm very nocturnal. I'm one with the night. And I'm going to demonstrate something about what it means to see in the dark. I'm gonna do the exact same thing with these nunchucks blindfolded. I'm signaling my baby girl she's gonna blindfold me with this and with this. No kinky stuff. I know what you think. So everyone knows that there's no tricks involved. I'll be very much blind, but I'll actually see very much because I know how to see in the dark. Darkness is an ally of mine. Okay. Hey, baby.
Huh?
Can you...
One more time?
Yes, I want you to do one more time. Now, just feel the mini rhythms. Watch this. Now, for many out there, as I go like this, meaning without out to my sitting cowl, without seeing, I don't see. I mean, I don't see with my eyes. When I do that, I feel it. I feel both my hands and my body moving together as one. I don't have to see. I mean, when I say see, I mean I don't have to see with my eyes. I see with my heart, my mind, my whole being. To truly see, is not seeing with your visual eyes, but to see with your senses, your awareness to your natural surroundings. Now, how many of you out there pay attention to your actual surroundings? Do you rely on light to show you the way? I don't have to. Especially in my own home. I mean, I know my home. I know that there's a table here. I know these are flowers here. I don't need light to show me. Many people might think it's difficult to do this in the dark, or when you're not using your visualization. It's not. Because in nunchucks, I do it without looking at it. I do it because I'm feeling. I do it without. I'm just doing it. I'm moving with it as one because I'm that much aware. There's no special secret powers about seeing in the dark. It should be something natural. Here's my refrigerator. And we have a clock here. I know how to see in the dark because I am one with my surroundings. I'm one with my body, what I'm doing. I can't see everything. Someone could be flipping me off. I'm probably not going to see that. There's no powers here. There's no secret like ability, powers or whatever. It's just a natural way of being. I can see in the dark because I'm very much aware of my surroundings. I'm very much aware of my body. I don't need light to baby me all the time. Of course, many people rely on light. It doesn't mean they're any less. But if you really want to see, you're going to have to learn to see without your eyes. To see is to do, and is to be very much aware of your surroundings. To feel. There's no secret powers here. It's just a natural way of being. There's many animal species that see very well in the dark. Humans are one of the few that rely so much on light. Now, I work with darkness. I am very nocturnal. Therefore, I am very much aware of my body and my surroundings and feeling things out. This would be my bamboo stick I'm holding in my hand. My katana blade. I didn't want to demonstrate with the katana blade, but I just wanted to show a few things. I'm hoping I'm actually stepping in the right position of the camera. Hey baby, am I?
What?
Am I in the right position of the camera?
I'll move back a little.
Huh?
Okay.
Okay. To see in the dark is to be very much aware. Many people rely too much on light, but many people must train to rely on their own knowing of their own surroundings and their body. Trust. It's about faith. Trust. I'm very much aware of my senses. It's not a special power. It's just using much of my stuff and being very much aware of my surroundings. Now I will take these blindfolds off. This is life. And when I say this is life, what do I mean by that? Knowing your surroundings. You see, visualization takes up a lot of capacity in the brain. It takes up so much capacity that it does take down the capacity of other senses. Me though, I live in the dark. I could do great in light. I'm not a day person. Now the reason I'm not a day person is because there's a big illusion in the sky in the day. It's called atmospheric scattering. It's an optical illusion caused by the many air particles, and as light is bouncing off many of them, it creates this illusion. That illusion is the sky. What you're seeing out there is not really actuality. All that is many light bouncing out particles that creates the image of the sky. That's what creates the color of the sky. And when that's gone, at nighttime you see what truly out there. And that's why I'm so nocturnal by nature. I see no greatness like many when they look at the sky. I mean, I do see greatness, but I'm not so all about the daytime. When I go out there in the daytime, I do go out there for a couple minutes or whatever, or I do go out there. I'm not totally vampire-ish, not always. But when I do go out there, I love the sky. It's so beautiful. But at nighttime, there's even so much more beauty. I wanted to demonstrate a few things. I had my girl, my baby, my honey, blindfold me, so people out there know that I'm not trying to do it a certain way. I'm not trying to deceive you. I'm being honest. It's just sincere in my heart. I actually had my eyes mostly closed, even when the blindfold was on. To see in the dark. You know what that means, to see in the dark? It doesn't mean that you have night vision. It means you're so much aware of yourself, your senses, and you're so aware of your natural surroundings, and you feel things out. Can you feel things? Do you need a light to show you all the time? It's kind of like always relying on your mother or your father to show you everything. You gotta really learn it. And that's what animals do. That's what many species do. They learn it. And that's what seeing the dark is. It's learning your nature. It's being aware to a state where you really know the surroundings. And in my own house, of course, I walked through here a million times. I know it. Of course, it could be a bit more difficult. It's like a different visioning. It's a different scene. You see, I can see better when my eyes are closed. I can see better when blindfolded than I can in the light. Because when I'm in the darkness, I can see what's really there. I don't see this illusion of visualization. I see things what they are. I do see many things what they are when my eyes are open, but I see things more deeply when my eyes are closed, because when you're closing your eyes, you're seeing in your mind. You're seeing inside your mind, and you see darkness. You're seeing you could see your thoughts more clearly. Of course, you can see your thoughts now, but when you have your eyes closed, like in meditation, you could see more of your thoughts. You could see more of your heart. And if you focus a lot, you can use your senses more effectively. There are a lot of blind people out there that see very well with all senses, even though they can't see. It's really amazing. I once knew this one blind person, I knew of him, that he was a computer programmer. He was blind. I thought it was the most amazing thing I've ever heard. Didn't even know it was possible. But it is. You can do so much without visualization. Just know it. Just know it. Know your body. Defy gravity. Defy perception. Know how to move your body. Know how to move. I'm just demonstrating a few things that all of us are capable of. And I think I'm almost here. Hope you enjoyed this, my last video. Hope you watch both of them, all of them. Take care, everyone.